Hello, everybody, and welcome back to my channel. I'm Julie, and tonight in this lesson, we're going to be working on another lesson for building your vocabulary in the advanced section. We haven't worked on this for a while, but tonight's the night, and we're going to be working on it tonight. So this is Build Your Vocabulary, lesson 31 in the advanced section. And these are words containing the word out. Okay, so you already know because you already did build your vocabulary in the advanced section, lessons 1 through 30, that having a strong and large vocabulary is necessary for communicating with others, reading, writing, listening, and speaking in English. I chose words for you that are not typically found in a basic English program, but nonetheless are very important and very common English words. I want you guys to learn these words by heart and incorporate them into your daily speaking whenever possible. These are the words that you will be learning in this lesson. So we're going to be learning 8 new words tonight. Words that contain the little word out, like outdated, outlook, outrageous, outpatient, outlandish, outskirts, outstanding, and outspoken. So let's get to work. We're going to start with the word outstanding, and this word means exceptionally or really good, excellent, superior, or remarkable. It also means something that is remaining to be done or completed. Unresolved, unpaid, or unsettled. So let's look at some sample sentences containing the word outstanding. She won several awards at school for her outstanding achievements. He is an outstanding example of a person that came to this country with nothing and over the years built a flourishing and reputable company. She was refused the loan because of her outstanding debts. It's no surprise that he received a standing ovation for that outstanding performance. The outstanding balance on your account must be paid by March 5th. We are looking for an experienced person that can give outstanding customer service to our clients. Some of the work is still outstanding, so a few employees will have to work this weekend. Fortunately, most of the outstanding issues were resolved during the meeting today. It's just a small company with only a few employees, but they do an outstanding job. I highly recommend them. Who is the artist that created this outstanding piece? It's truly a work of art. His lawyer gave an outstanding performance in court yesterday, and of course, won the case. Now let's look at the word outpatient. This word is referring to a patient that receives medical treatment or services at a hospital or clinic, but does not stay overnight for care or observation. She receives chemotherapy treatments, should have an S. She receives chemotherapy treatment at the local hospital on an outpatient basis. You will not be hospitalized for this eye surgery. You will be treated as an outpatient. This clinic offers a variety of outpatient treatment programs and services. When you complete the 12-step program, you can continue in the outpatient continuous treatment program for as long as you like. Almost all the outpatient clinics offer psychiatric services. You will have your first appointment with a social worker at our outpatient health care facility next Wednesday, May 8th at 10 a.m. Now the word outdated. And this word means something that is obsolete and is no longer used or useful in modern or present day life. The results of your research are outdated now, so you will have to perform a new study. Mrs. Jones has been teaching for 30 years, so some of her teaching methods are outdated. I'm sure they are. Most of our office equipment is outdated and inefficient for our needs. You have to update the address list in your computer because the existing list is outdated. Those medical treatments are outdated and have been replaced by more modern and more effective treatments. We have spent a lot of money replacing our outdated system to better serve our customers. Why are you keeping that old, outdated typewriter? Fax machines are outdated and obsolete now. However, they are sometimes still used in some social services offices, mainly for ensuring and protecting privacy. The word outlandish means strange, bizarre, unusual, peculiar, or unfamiliar, different from what is considered to be normal. I didn't recognize her with that outlandish wig that she was wearing. Rock stars and other performers often wear outlandish costumes on stage. He has a lot of outlandish ideas, but some of them are very creative and interesting. You can't wear that outlandish dress to your graduation ceremony. Everyone thought that he was too outlandish to run for president, but to our surprise, he won the presidency. She made some very outlandish claims about her former employer, but she later admitted that those claims were false. The lyrics in his songs are so outlandish and unclear. I have no idea what he is trying to say. Your outlandish plan to become rich and famous will never work. Now the word outspoken, which is referring to a person that expresses himself or herself freely and is direct and candid. It also expresses opinions honestly and openly and speaks without reserve, referring to a person. Her outspoken opinions have gotten her into trouble on several occasions. Most of the workers were very outspoken in their opposition of the new company policies. She has always been an outspoken advocate of women's rights, and that will never change. If you are too outspoken and controversial, you may offend some people. That radio host is very outspoken about current and political issues, and not everyone agrees with his views and opinions. You are too outspoken to be a politician. You have to learn how to choose your words to convey your messages more carefully. Outskirts. This means, or this is referring to the areas of a city that are farthest from the city center locations. We drive to work because we live on the outskirts of the city. Houses are usually cheaper on the outskirts. You need a car because public transportation is almost non-existent on the outskirts of the city. The only place left to build apartment buildings and new homes is on the outskirts. The air quality is better and cleaner as you approach the outskirts of the city. We stayed at a hotel on the outskirts because it was a lot cheaper. He ran out of gas on the outskirts, and there was not a gas station in sight. We decided to take a scenic drive through the outskirts before heading to our destination. I prefer to live on the outskirts because there are more trees and less traffic. Now the word outrageous, which is something that is shocking, striking, different, bad, or excessive, terrible, inappropriate, or unacceptable. Nobody was impressed by his outrageous behavior at the event. The price of housing has become outrageous and unaffordable for most young people. She made some outrageous claims about her former employer that were later proven to be untrue. This case was obviously an outrageous miscarriage of justice as well as a violation of human rights. You can find some outrageous clothing items at the local thrift shop. That is an outrageous idea, but it just might work. The judge stated that there was no evidence to support those outrageous allegations. Outlook, and this beautiful word means a person's personal point of view or interpretation of something, the most likely or most expected future situation, a person's attitude to life in general. The economic outlook is very uncertain these days. The outlook for tomorrow is snow and freezing rain for most of the day. Since recovering from that terrible illness, I find that she has a better outlook on life. Many people are struggling with the rising cost of living expenses. However, most economists have an optimistic outlook for the future. The outlook for people with this disease is very good thanks to new medical breakthroughs. Eating well combined with regular physical activity will help to improve your mental outlook. And that's it. 8 new beautiful words to help you when you are speaking, listening, reading, writing, singing, any type of English learning. All those words you're going to see, you're going to hear. Those are still basic but advanced words. Okay, so if that video helped you, you can put a like on the video, leave a comment down below, you can ask a question, or you can just say hello down below. If you are looking to improve your English quickly, you can get yourselves a copy of Basic English. This is the 4th edition. How do we know that? Because it's written right up here. Premium 4th edition, published and distributed everywhere in the world by McGraw-Hill. I want you guys, if you get a copy of this book, I want you to start on the first page and work on every page right through to the end of the book. This is a great workbook that is filled with tons of exercises, vocabulary words, sentence structures, review exercises. The answer key is also at the back to support you while you are learning. You can get a copy of it anywhere online and of course on Amazon. It's very easy to find. If you guys are having difficulty with your verb tenses, so many people tell me they're having difficulty with their verb tenses. I don't know why, it's so easy. You can get a copy of English verb tenses. Everything you need to know about your verb tenses is in here. So it's a complete workbook filled with many exercises, review exercises. The answer key is at the back to support you while you are learning. If you get a copy of this book, I want you to start on the first page and you have to complete every page right through to the end of the book. Also available online and of course on Amazon. So that's pretty much everything I have to say for tonight. I'm going to start working on your next lesson. I already know what it's going to be. So I wish you a pleasant evening and I'll see you in the next lesson, which is going to be very soon. Good night for now.